Dyslexia is a brain-based language learning difference which often impacts an individual's ability to read, write, or spell. Individuals with dyslexia often encounter difficulties with memory, orientation, and organisation too. Dyslexia is a lifelong condition that usually runs in families. It is a hidden disability, therefore children with dyslexia are often misunderstood and can be mistaken for being lazy, stupid, or unmotivated. Early identification and providing early intervention means giving a child with dyslexia the right kind of help and will have a huge impact on them. With this support, they will not be left behind the rest of the class, will struggle less, and will help raise their self-esteem and confidence in learning, helping them to reach their full potential. DAS believes that no child should be left behind because he or she cannot afford the cost of a DAS education. Every year, DAS provides more than $1 million in bursaries for low-income families to access our specialist services. This figure is rising.
Hi, my name is Mdm Bibi Zulaikha. I'm 42 years old this year, and my boy is Bilal Nasrallah bin Amir Naina Muhammad. He's going to be 6 this year. I try not to compare, but as parents, we just can't help it. We will compare the kids, so there's so much different with his cousins, same age as him. That time I was 4 years old, able to read and able to understand, and I was quite worried. So that's the reason why I actually got referred to go to KKH to get him checked when he was 4 years old. They actually said that his motor skill is slow. What I was thinking is poor. So he needs to brush it up before he goes to P1. You will not know about this until you yourself experience it. So when I experienced it with my boy, I was a bit taken aback. Okay, what should I do? And it's beyond my, I can't help him much. So they need special teachers, special dedicated teachers to help. With the help from the bursary, it helps me a lot financially and emotionally, not having to feel stress. To think of how am I able to provide for him. When he was 2, his father passed away. So I'm not working, so I was thinking, I want the best for him, of course, but without this I couldn't afford. My husband was the main breadwinner, so when he passes away, I stayed with my parents. So we have to change everything, schooling and everything, the area. And my father is also retired. He's already retired last year. It's not easy for a long term. For a short term, it's different, but it's a long term. That means from 4 until he have to be until P1. I was thinking, have to all these things. So it helps a lot. It helps me a lot in this. Without the support from DAS, I don't think I'd be able to send him for this special education that he needs. And on my own, I think it's difficult.
DAS supports more than 3,500 students with learning differences. In 2017, 50% of DAS families required bursaries to access our identification and intervention services to enable their children to receive the professional support they needed.
Knowing him, now he's very outgoing, and he will make sure that when he asks a question, you have to answer him. And most of the time, he will be asking the questions. I think his confidence level now increases. I can see so much different in him. Especially now, he speaks much better in English and in full sentences. And I can see now he is he likes to rhyme words. He says, my name is Bilal. I'll change to R, become Rilal, or without the B, become Ilal, which I'm very happy and surprised that before he can't even read his own name,
Without the support from the generous people and organisations of Singapore, children like Bilal would not have access to the specialised help they need to reach their full potential. Please consider donating now.